Welcome back. This is the first of the one video a week videos. So today's kind of a follow-up to the self-care video. This wasn't my intent for the video, but things have gotten a little faded lately. As heathens, we're all about community and the people we care about, the people we love, our folk. But one thing that we don't do, and this is a trend among heathens, is take care of ourselves. And it's not just self-care. It's self-love and self-acceptance. Now the self-acceptance part of this video will come. I'll look different because it's going to be I'm going to record that one on a different day. So today, or this first part of the video, is going to be strictly self-love. Now I know as heathens, it's, at least this is what I've seen and heard, it's love isn't a heathen concept necessarily, because we're very hard. We're a hard, stubborn people. But it is a fact of this world. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And if you don't love yourself, then you're bound to fail and fall flat on your face. And to provide yourself with care means you have to love yourself. You have to treat yourself properly. It's not just taking care of your physical side. It's taking care of your mental and emotional sides as well, which I struggle with every day. And let me explain why this wasn't the original topic of this video. So, the past week, I've struggled with loving and accepting myself, because the weight I carry, and it's a very personal weight, and I'm not going to divulge here, but the personal weight has been kind of taking its toll on me. It's been running me into the ground. And no one can bear that burden but me. I apologize for the sudden camera angle change. I am following my own advice for self-care and self-love. I am taking a drive for just myself. And I'm up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. If you've never seen it, I suggest you go. It is absolutely stunning. But like I was saying, no one can carry the burden of my problems but me. I can share, I can talk with others, which I'm not good at. But I have to bear the burden myself, because no one else understands. Well, today I stopped by the gas station because I needed some gas and I wanted to drink and things like that. And one of my buddies is working there. And he was telling me what's going on with him, because I am the go-to among my friends for people that need to talk. And as I was listening to him, it dawned on me that we're all alike in our own ways. We all have problems. We all have issues that we have to deal with that are personal. We all battle our own inner demons, as it were. Heathens are no different. We love to push them down and fight them constantly, because we believe no one else can help. And they might not be able to. They might not be able to help. But they'll listen. We're all human beings, regardless of where we come from, our financial situation, our spiritual situation. We're all human. We're all human. We all have flaws and faults and problems of our own. But we can at least share that burden, right? So, we can talk to people, we can share our problems, we can vent, whatever the case may be. But to be able to share them properly, to be able to explain them properly, we have to understand them, and we have to love them and ourselves. We have to treat ourselves as we do others. We have to love ourselves to love others, to be able to love them enough to share with them. My problems, I do not share with everyone, because I bury them, I push them down, because they just won't understand. And I know they won't understand. That's okay. They don't have to understand. They don't have to agree with my outlook on my problems. But I love me. Because I am me. Nothing's ever going to change that. And that is what we all need, is to love ourselves. Okay, so now we'll move on to the self-acceptance part. Like I said, that's going to look a little different, because I'm not going to film all this in one day. And I'm okay with that. That was kind of the point of this, so I could stretch it out and get better quality, more in-depth content. So let's move on to self-acceptance. I know what you're thinking. Oh God, it's not another video in his car. Like I said, I'm in my car a lot. At least twice a day. So, let's get on to the next segment of this video and talk about the self-acceptance factor in our lives. Now, I know as heathens, self-acceptance is incredibly important because it plays such a large role in our lives. Now, let me explain. So, as heathens, we have tried our best to honor our gods and our ancestors and our folk the best we can. But before we could ever do that, we had to be accepted by ourselves. Because we went from being, from being Christian or atheist, having no faith at all, to worshiping gods that are extremely unorthodox. We have, ours is a primitive culture. We worship in nature. Now, I know for a lot of people it's hard to go out, people, especially people that live in a city, it's hard to go out and make an offering at your favorite tree if your favorite tree is in the middle of a public park. Because people won't accept that. But here's the key. They don't have to accept it. You do. You have to be able to accept yourself for who and what you are, for how you feel, how you think. And once you do that, it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. Because their opinion has no bearing on your life. Your life is your own. You have to accept it. You have to accept yourself. That's all there is to it. But it's more than that. It's more than our faith. It's more than what we believe. It's how we feel on the inside, how we feel in our minds and our hearts. We have to accept that. We have to accept the feelings that we have, the things we enjoy, the things we appreciate, the people we enjoy. We have to accept this all about ourselves. Otherwise, you're in a constant state of war with yourself. And if you're constantly battling yourself over how you feel, having internal confrontations, well, I'm going to be honest with you, you're never going to be able to love yourself. Because that breeds resentment and hatred. And if you resent yourself or hate yourself, then you're bound to fall flat on your face. It's just how it is. Because no one can appreciate you or love you or accept you like you. I know I sound like a self-help book, but it's true. It is very, very true. And I know a lot of heathens especially, but a lot of people would see my viewpoint as weak or as blinded, because I still have hope. I still have hope for people. And the reason I have hope for people is because I have hope in myself. I believe that in this world, as crazy as it is, there's still good out there. And I accept the fact that I cannot single-handedly change it. And I accept the fact that I don't have all the answers. And I accept the fact that I am different. But what I do is I use these things, my YouTube channel as a platform to just share my hope and my belief with the world. I use the fact that I am different as a springboard to show people that it's okay to be different and that you can accept yourself and love yourself for who you are and what you are. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And what we do every day is an example. If you get up in the morning and you go to work and you're hateful all day, that's going to put other people in a bad mood. You're an example to them, whether you realize it or not. We're an example to everyone we meet in our lives. And you have to love yourself and accept yourself to be able to be a good example, a good influence on those around you. I know that at the end of the day, I struggle with my anger and my frustration because I don't love or accept everything about myself. And that's okay, because I'm working on it. I'm learning how. Every day I'm learning how to accept who I am and what I am. So my wife and I had this conversation the other day. So it's I know that amongst most of my peers, my friends, and my family, I am an example for especially for the younger crowds, the children or the people in their 20s. I am an example as to what it's like to be a heathen, how to live life as a heathen, or how to live life as someone who's always lived on the outskirts of the world. Not physically, but figuratively. So every day I learn to accept myself and love myself. Well, I try to extend that to everyone else to get them to understand. So I hope this video helps you. I really do. I hope it brings comfort to know that you're not alone in being able to love and accept yourself. I hope that it's informative. I hope you learned something from it. But I know talking about stuff like this is not the most entertaining and it's not the most comfortable, because it is very personal, especially to each individual person. It's very personal. So hope that you sit through this video and you do get something out of it. But that's all I've got. Be sure, remember to hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next video.